Hello and welcome to a game of Homefront, and today I'm going to be playing on the map Suburb, and I'm going to be using, predominantly using my submachine gun class and going on a bit of a rampage. So the game starts a bit slow because for some reason the lobby started 2-on-2, which was a bit weird, but it goes quite well for me. I managed to sort of control the opposition team as they start to spawn into the game and rack up a huge number of kills with my gun. So I can sort of see them on my mini UAV. I knew they were coming, and basically I'm in the process of just waiting to see what's going on. Now I know there's another guy here because I can hear him moving around, sort of like shuffling around because I've got a headset on. Decided to pay for my UAV and see that he's right next to me. A little bit confused as to where that actually is. I poke my head round and he's sort of hiding behind a little box. Now because there's no bullet penetration, obviously I had to make sure I got the kill through the gap. But it wasn't too difficult. And I'm off on the way. Now I absolutely love the personal UAV. I think it's almost my most must-have. It is my must-have sort of addition. It's the most useful payable streak there is. A lot of people do use the Ghost perk, which is the equivalent of like Ghost from Black Ops. It means that you can't see them on the radar. So you have to sort of take it with a pinch of salt, but it does give you a huge advantage over the players that aren't using it. And because Homefront is a sort of slower gameplay style, sort of slower game, sort of graphics fail there with the shadow on the floor. Because Homefront is a slower gameplay sort of game style game, the UAV allows you to, as you'll see me do, is sort of move, see what the UAV is telling me nearby, sort of make a decision about where I want to go. Trying to get a long range kill here, but it's not really going to work. But for his mistake is that he comes back looking for me, and I can then blitz him with the Vector. So I'm seeing sort of make sure the lobby's filling up because there's quite a lot of distance between each kill, which is kind of annoying when you're trying to obviously just record gameplays. But the lobby's filling up, people are getting involved, and luckily I do decide to stick it out because it goes really, really well. Now the other purchasable sort of reward that I've got for my battle points is ammo. Now when I first unlocked that I thought, why the hell would I want this? Because the game does have a scavenger style perk. It does allow you to pick up ammo from dead bodies, but I've realised that it is actually very useful, especially when you're using an SMG like this, when you've only got 108 rounds, which is basically 4 clips, and you pretty much burn through a half, if not a full clip for every kill that you get, because it's such a fast firing weapon and because you have to deal with connection issues and hit markers and all sorts of things like that. So the ability just to pay a couple of 100 points, purchase some more ammo. Now you rated this massive fail here with this guy. This is an example of bad lag. I don't know why I changed to my pistol, but he's clearly either ahead of me or behind me, and basically just sort of spazzes out while I shoot at him, which is a bit of a weird one. So I'm pushing back around again. I've got my UAV on the go again, so I can see the red dots. I know that theoretically there's some people around here, and I'm just pushing forward. I'm just going to look to get into their spawn. See that this building's full of red dots. Flank around in case someone's watching the doorway, and get a revenge kill on the guy that sniped me before pushing out, and sort of again just continuing to sort of work around this area, using the UAV to my advantage. I know where they are. That guy clearly is either very new to the game or isn't sort of very aware of what's going on. Try and get a long range grenade kill here. I'm trying to work out where these red dots are within this sort of confines of this area here. Stupidly I forget that I haven't got C4 on anymore, annoyingly, but forcing me out to go through a grenade at myself. Managed to get a lovely double, and basically just using the picked up weapon with the ACOG just to pick them off as they rush out of their spawn. Doing very well. I think it's a particularly good tactic to have a close range and a long range weapon, because of the size of the maps, there's a lot of medium range sort of confrontations. I get a nice cheeky AFK kill. Is it AFK if you're on a console? I don't really know. Before just continuing to rush their spawn. Now the disadvantage I've got is because of the way the game massive fail there. Lucky I had a teammate. The game, when you spawn in, the game shows you sort of an overview of the map and where the enemy are with the big red name. You are at risk of rushing into the spawn and basically just having the opposition know exactly where you are at all times. But I prefer to play aggressive. I don't like, although the snipers are quite fun to use, and because the maps are so long, you can enjoy some sniping action. It doesn't really offer enough to me just to sit on a rooftop somewhere and pick up 2 or 3 kills, and then obviously have everyone know where you are and then die and then just repeat. It is one of the easiest ways to get yourself up to your kill streaks, because you can see more of the map and you can get those 2 or 3 kills you need to get the 150 battle points, etc., to get you into your Apache or whatever. On this particular map, you don't have any controllable kill streaks. There are no vehicles on this map because it's so, I guess it's because it's so urbanized. You can't really have air support or vehicles, because it would be unfair either on the vehicles because there's nothing to drive, or on the air support on the opposition team because they're pretty much going to be exposed at all times to a chopper or the scout heli. So the guy on the roof here, unfortunately, he does pick me off a few times in a row from now, but I do get annoyed with him eventually and switch to my white phosphorus class and just drop a massive, I guess, white phosphorus grenade on his head after he kills me again in a second. So, like I said, when you're a sniper, you do kind of stand out because the game does show you exactly where you are. So in this instance, like I said, I'll switch to my penny pincher class so that my kill streaks cost less. Activate my my white phosphorus grenade right on his face, just for the purpose of killing him, and get another couple of kills as well. Well, I think it's actually only one other kill. I can't wait to unlock the cluster bomb, because the first level is the white phosphorus. It kills only infantry, some infantry within the zone. The cluster bomb is basically just a massive mess of explosions which kills pretty much everything, vehicles included, within that circle. So I can't wait to unlock that. So I've got a different gun now. I'm no longer using an SMG. I've got an assault rifle. This particular assault rifle is quite effective. It's not as fast firing as the M4, but the damage is quite high, so you do need basically less bullets. Got my sort of UAV out again, got my personal UAV in the air, so I'm just now controlling and using that, obviously, understanding of where the enemy are, and an assault rifle, so I can stay a little bit further away. I can control their spawn a little bit more, and I don't have to be quite as aggressive to get to the range, or into the range that I would need to use the SMG effectively. Try and get a nice long range kill here on the game. I think I said gay then, so I apologise for that. But I'm using the personal UAV. Basically, I'm looking for red squares. I'm looking for the red dots. I'm spinning around, trying to push towards their spawn as the game switches their spawn, so that I can be basically a massive pain. A little bit of a heads up there. I got a little bit of a drop on that guy, and it's all you really need in Homefront is a 1 second advantage, and you've got the kill. So that's why it's kind of worthwhile playing it slow like this, because if there's someone who rushes around that corner and sees you a second earlier, or is using the quick aim perk, then you're in trouble. So I'm bang in the middle of their spawn again, doing some epic fail with the shooting there, just sort of looking to try and pick them off. See this guy on the roof, and then because I've got an assault rifle, he doesn't react fast enough, I'm able to take him down. So I'm running low on ammo now for my assault rifle, because I haven't got the ammo purchase ability on at the moment. I have picked up I failed to sort of change weapon here and get really lucky that they didn't notice I was there. The first guy didn't notice I was there, and the second guy was able to take me down, unfortunately. So I decide if, as I've got enough points, I'll bring in my my white phosphorus again, try and get a few more kills. See a load of red squares appear in one area, but unfortunately, because it's quite delayed, quite a lot of them manage to rush in different directions and get out of the way. When you are on the receiving end of an airstrike, you do get a red airstrike marker on the ground around you, letting you know that you're about to get hit by an airstrike, which is annoying from my point of view, because it means that, well, especially I know when I see them, I run away from them as fast as possible in case they are a cluster bomb or white phosphorus grenade. See 3 people down here, think I might get a nice long range kill, but unfortunately I get scarred, which is a sort of light machine gun, so I've probably got fluke, not fluke, but 1 hit, 2 hit kill headshot. because of I was hiding behind the block and they could only see my head. Now I make a beeline straight back for this corner here, kill the guy that killed me, and then this time I do get my triple sort of spray almost. I get to take them all out, I outplay them all, and then unfortunately this guy just happens to have a little bit of an advantage over me and takes me down. So I'm enjoying the assault rifle. I make a massive mistake here. So I know the guy's rushing around this corner. I know he's pushing around. Rather than sort of just hanging back and waiting for him and taking the angle as he walks around, I rush forward, and he has the quick draw perk, which means that as soon as he sees me, he hits aim and he's bang on, aim straight at me and kills me very, very quickly. So there's a couple of mistakes from me there, just pushing a bit too aggressive and making the mistakes. So now that I've sort of died a couple of times, I want to sort of control myself again. I want to try and get myself a few more kills and try and get myself another white phosphorus launch. And I'm just trying to use the assault rifle to its best advantage. Now, this particular map, I do enjoy this map when I've got an SMG. As you saw at the start, the first half of the game, I am very happy to rush very aggressively and use the UAV, use the fire rate of the SMG. Get a nice spot on a guy in the distance over here. I know there's two of them, but I can only really take one out because I don't know what the other one was doing, but he was jumping up and down. I do try and push back to get the second one, but although I'm getting his red name, I don't know if it's showing me his name behind the wall, which I can't shoot through, or not. I get lucky that I don't know what he was doing or if he was getting shot in the side by my teammate, but he didn't have time to aim at me. I know that guy was there, so I was able to wait and bring him down when he walked back around. A lot of my teammates are spawning on me, which is never really a good sign. It simply means that there are no enemies nearby, so I need to sort of move away and push back away and get myself into a different position to get some more kills. So I see some red dots at this end of the map. This guy just appears out of the middle of a building. I'm not sure if he jumped off the roof or anything like that, but just gifted me an easy kill, and I was able just to continue pushing around. Pick up another weapon because once again I'm not using the ammo regen that I was with my Vector, so I do have to be careful that apparently if you hit someone 1,000 times they don't die. But nice grenade, just sort of finishes them off. But yeah, need the ammo, need to change weapons, and the assault rifles are pretty much predominant in this game. They are the most powerful. The ACR is probably the most consistent gun in the game. The M4 is quite popular because it's very low recoil, but the TAK or TKA or something isn't as popular because it doesn't have the fire rate of the ACR or the M4, so it does more often than not lose out. And then the final one, the one that I haven't unlocked yet, I think I've seen him been killed by once. I tried to bring in another phosphorus grenade just before the end. Unfortunately I hesitate just for a little bit too long to try and grab a few more kills, and the game times out because the score limit is quite high. Alright guys, so I went 40 kills and 7 deaths with 2 assists, rushing around a bit on the suburbs. If you've enjoyed, please leave a rate and a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Bye for now.